about the stages through getting over an ex or someone significant in your life. Like the way it hurts so bad in the beginning, and then as you continue, it gets easier and easier. Kuna relapse, but then it gets easier. Ukifika towards the point where you're accepting things the way they are. So previously on part one, make sure you go see that. For those who are new, subscribe, share widely. Yeah, karibu sana. I'm sure you'll enjoy this. It's fine here. So I was talking about the stages I went through personally. I'm speaking from my experience. Yeah, my experience. So I went into panic attack, I went into shock, I went into denial, and then the part that I was saying is really hard for me to put out there. I kind of went into depression, but it's not diagnosed, so I cannot call it that. You can't say you have depression and you haven't gone to like a professional alafu akakwambia you have depression. Like, I felt depressed. You can feel depressed but not necessarily have depression, the disease, because depression is a mental illness. So I felt like I didn't want to be with people. Like, going to social events was such an emotional task for me. Like, it required a lot of energy. I wanted to be alone. My spirit was drawn to really sad songs and all that. It lasted um for like a month before I got over it, but it was really a dark time. And those times when you feel like you really can't get over it, but you will get over it. Everything passes. Kila kitu ni ya kupita. You can't stay in a certain stage of your life for that long. Kila kitu ni ya kupita. Even the happy moments. Though it's really hard because when you're in it, inakanga like it will last forever. Even the good times and also the bad times. So what really helped me in this season, I cried a lot. Crying is helpful, but I was watching Over 25, another good channel you should check out. I really like watching it because it's also like very similar to what I'm trying to achieve with my channel, like talking about life discussions that you wouldn't normally find people talking about easily, because I want to inspire someone, I want to help someone, and you get a lot of information from watching Over 25. For those who do, this is not Atina Wasifu or anything, it's just my observation. So there was this video, they were talking about heartbreak, and they were talking about the way you can cry and your heart is drawn so much to sad things, but then there's a limit. Like, you can't keep doing that. Like, hakuna ati limit, like after breakup, you should be sad for 2 weeks or for 5 days. Like, you can't really put a time to it, but the time that it's too much, like enough is enough, is when you yourself feel like hii imetosha, now me I'm going overboard. It's that timer inside of you that will really tell you enough is enough. So crying, like letting it all out, or else the pain will remain inside. Let it out. There's healthy isolation. For me, I felt like I didn't want to be with people so much, because even when you're feeling down and you're with your friends, kuna tu ile yenye, of course they understand your situation, but watakuwa like wanajaribu kukucheer up, and kuna yeah, kuna venye tu you just want to be left alone. But I'm saying it's healthy in the terms of you need that time alone, but you're smart enough emotionally to know the limit. Like, ako ka time anilisema that's inside you. You can be able to manage how much time is healthy for you to spend alone. So that also really helped me. And venting to a loved one, like a really close friend of yours who can understand your situation. I have amazing friends, and one in particular really helped me. I love you. Like, I could call her anytime and not feel like I'm tiring her, and she will understand, and I will just, like, it was just listening. She will listen to me, and I think that's what I really needed, someone to listen to me and not just give me advice. You can talk to someone and you feel like they're pushing the advice on you. They're not even really keen on understanding and feeling you. They're not empathetic. So thank God for amazing friends. Venting really helps me, and talking to yeah, venting to your friend or talking to your friend, and then praying and worshiping. Like there's this one time I was like, hey God, I'm letting go of this, I'm leaving it in your hands. You know, you sort it out. Me, I'm tired of it. You sort it out. So the next step after I felt depressed was suppression. He, ile yenye mnafingilia vitu mpaka hey, it's the end of the day. I'm feeling like my energy is, so I'm sorry for that. But you know, I still got you on this tea. So just hang on in there. You know, it's some goody advice. Just bear with me, my people. I'm like talking sijui najua. Bear with me, people. So after I felt depressed, I went into this suppression. There's this craze. I was always busy. My mind was always occupied. I was never really taking the time to think about it, ask myself questions about it, like what will help me feel better? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel angry? Why do I feel like it could have gone better? And whatnot, or talk it out even more in a way that I'm helping myself. Yani najiuliza zile maswali ngumu ngumu, like the ones that you need to solve to help you move on or accept your fate or understand how you're feeling. It's like you're giving yourself closure, but hey, closure, I don't think you can ever find closure. Closure is a scam. You get closure huko mbele. So I suppressed my emotions, and under psychology, suppress things, it's like a defense mechanism. You don't think about it, so you occupy your mind with so many other things and whatnot. So that's that's what I was doing. Like, it was this that was cut short by Rona. um, I was in a lot of things. I joined Rotaract, which is an amazing club to be in. I've mentioned it in one of my videos before on IGTV. You could check that out. It's about the law of attraction. And there I was saying how we have mentors and young people and many people in different sectors of life, from business people to psychologists to just different people who have different perspectives on life, who are Rotarians or Rotaractors, who come to inspire us and help us. It's about community service and all that. So I was into that. We had meetings every Monday and whatnot. We had events sometimes in the weekend. And then I was also in a school-based club called KUPSA. It's for psychologists, and that was every Tuesday. I had fellowship. I had sleepovers every Thursday with my friends. We were going to this Kahawa Baptist thing called The Experience. I was so busy. Like nilikuwa tu na vitu mingi so that I don't think about it. But while doing that, I really didn't think I was suppressing it until now later when you've moved on past that stage is when you realize, hey, by the way, nilikuwa na play story mbali, nimeiweka tu kwa kona, I don't want to think about it. Because me then I was like, hey, I'm just so busy. It's a good thing, but I didn't really get to think about it, or when I did, nilikuwa tu natafuta njia ya read my thoughts of it, you know, so that was suppression. And then came Rona. There's all this time to yourself. You can sleep, you can watch the series. Yani nilimaliza Friends na hii Rona. Season 1 to season 10. Mfululizo. Yani there's all that time. That's to show you how much time you have on our hands. You can learn a new skill, or you can just relax and take a break from maybe the busy schedule that was your life before Corona. So during this time, hey, overthinking was done, but the good kind that was really challenging my life. Like now, what direction am I taking on this? I'm letting it go finally. And like I was just reassuring myself, and I got to talk to many people about it, got their perspectives. I was like, hey, damn, madam, it's about time. You need to funga this thing umalizane nayo, even though it's not the closure you want, it's the closure you can give to yourself, and that's the best you can have. And I just thought things through, and that was another stage now this time during Corona. And then there's acceptance, the bliss that is acceptance. It is what it is. And now that is where I am today. And this is to give someone hope. I keep saying this and I won't get tired of saying it. My boy, guy, nigga, anyone. Oh God, I'm so extra. So this is to tell you who you feel you're so lonely, you're so alone. You don't think like the situation you're going through, maybe it's not just getting over someone, or maybe it's just a hard time. Hard times pass, and hard times might make you feel like you can't survive, might make you wanna, I was trying to quote Paramore's lyrics. Either way, hard times pass, and I hope with this video that you'll get to understand the importance of this hard time, that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Because Mimi, by the way, I am stronger right now, and my eyes are really opened, and I'm more open-minded than I was at the beginning of last year, and even at the beginning of this year. With all those processes having been fulfilled, you feel bad, you feel yuck, you feel like there's nothing more to this world. There is. Go get your spirituality in check, get your physical self in check, read books, go out, have fun, you know, rediscover yourself, find a new hobby, or something that you've always wanted to do but you're afraid to try. By the like me, this YouTube channel, I was so scared, and I'm still scared right now. But you know, it's not, your dreams are not big enough if they do not scare you. Keep doing it even if you're scared. Jump, take the leap right now, and take that leap of faith that everything will be fine. If it is deleting their number, but that's such a big step depending on where you are in the stage of moving on. But do what you need to do, but also surround yourself with the right people who will guide you through this process. You can't do it alone. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, see you on my next video. Bye.